that. And hopefully we are live. Hey there! Almost live. It doesn't. I don't see anything over here, so I'll wait for it to push. Hey, we're live. Hey there, welcome back, guys. We are live. I'm going to be doing some FPV flights live. We got 2 batteries, right? We did the Palo series the last time. We're actually going to do the GepRC Cinelog20, which we've had for the longest time. We were able to rebuild this from scratch in the beginning because in the beginning I couldn't really fly and I crashed a lot. And anyway, those videos are probably in history. The Avata 2 crashed over the weekend. Had a lot of prop wash and it landed in the water. Unfortunately, DJI said don't send it. I'm like, what? And so yeah, they said don't send it because they can't guarantee the care refresh going through customs, but they apologized and they said we're sorry. I'll share all that sob story with you later, but hopefully I'm just praying that I get an email from them saying, hey, yo, Lou, what's up? Please send your drone. No, not happening anytime soon. So knowing that, moving forward, I'm just going to do a pop-out chat so that we can see you guys when you do come. If you do come, it's a beautiful day. So don't worry if you can't make it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. I was out in Long Island, and I was doing some, what do they call it, paddleboarding. It was just amazing and phenomenal. I was hoping to do both, the paddleboard, get some drone footage. There is a video coming out. I believe it'll probably come out on Wednesday. You'll see the Avata crash. It'll be to be continued because I'll probably do the live stream support with DJI and follow up. I forget who it was, but someone had said just keep bugging them, to see what happens. But even if you keep bugging them, it doesn't really matter because the U.S. Customs is the one who it actually is the gatekeeper, and DJI probably doesn't want to lose inventory after inventory and have it confiscated, even though they could probably put in an insurance claim for loss of goods. But eventually, when you do something over and over and over again, expecting different results, it's just crazy. So yeah, hopefully it'll work out. But if you want to have a peek at let you have a peek at the Avata 2. Got waterlogged, and then we'll just get this GepRC up in the air. Hopefully we can, because I have to check to see if there are any TFRs. If you're here in New Jersey, you can check. Maybe you can give us a heads up. What's that? That's weird. Whoops. No. Bummer. The camera is set to a different mode, which is like, and I don't think you can change it while you are live streaming. A little bit of a bummer. We got the warp mode there. I'll do that later. I'll just get the flight up into the air, and you know how that works. We quit the stream and then bring it back. Oh, it's a bummer though how the default settings here are like, I think it's super wide or like, usually this is supposed to be flat and it's not. Oh look, someone's here. Hold on 1 second. Hey Lou. Swedish Forge 3D printing. Oh look, you got your account back. Swedish Forge, also known as AKA good to, hopefully you got your account back, which is good. It didn't get overtaken. Yeah, I'm gonna fly this drone right here. But as you can see, this camera over here is a little bit, oh wait, maybe here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. We have ESC, WB, default, auto. We don't want pro. This one, I never set this one to pro. Let's see. ESC. No, I can't change it. Bummer. Well, we're still at 1080. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do it later. Let's get that baby up in the air. Let's get this in the air, then I'll quit the stream later, and we'll do the show and tell. Let's just get our this one here. We'll just do this, okay? And then we'll put this into another window, and then go here. No, new one. Oh, we got a new one. Oh, that sucks. There is a video I had planned on doing. I don't know if you were here during the times when I had talked about it. Hold on, before we go live on the flight, because I still haven't done that video. I can find oh, here it is in here. This is it. I'll send you the link right now because you should watch that video. The woman actually inspired me to do this. She gave me Yubico. The Yubico, you need to have like triple security lockdown on your whatchamacallit, on your YouTube account, kind of like I do. And I've been meaning to put a video together. I ordered that thing over a year ago. Hold on, let me go to YouTube. I'll send you her video. You just watch it, set your account up that way, and moving forward, the Swedish forward should be okay. Yubico, I think. Yubico security key. I wish I had bookmarked it. Getting started. Yubico. Ah, here she is. Yes, her name is Shannon Morris. Let's see.
In this video, I will explain four common scenarios to get the most out of your YubiKey.
YubiKey.
I have a pretty comprehensive playlist. Have been super engaged in my comment section. So
I'll send you this.
Your question.
Watch her video. Order a Yubico or a YubiKey. But you think she has another one? Hold on. Yubico. I lost my Yubico? No, I mean, hopefully you don't lose it. That's another reason why I'm afraid. I have other authentication processes set up, like triple lockdown. 1 second. NFC. Anyway, watch this one and then here, check it out. Yes, company's Yubico. YubiKey, yes, Nicholas. Anyway, she has a couple of videos, and she also has a couple of videos that show you how to set it up. But if you don't have a YubiKey or you don't have the budget for a YubiKey, there's a way, or maybe I'll make another video and show you how to do it, to put your YouTube account on lockdown so only you can do it. And if you click on a link, you don't get your account hijacked, because it does happen to a lot of people. And I'm really cautious about who I talk with or links I click on. I have 2 computers, so I have another computer that doesn't have passwords on it, doesn't have maybe it just has bookmarks. But if I get a link and say, hey, click here, and we want to work with you, I'll click it, but not on this machine, on another machine. So if you have 2, that's great. If not, you kind of flying by the seat of your pants, but just be cautious, or you could have third-party software installed, like a firewall, which I have here. I have firewalls on here. I have what is it called, Bitdefender, and the Bitdefender allows you to add an extension onto your browser, Chrome browser, and so if a site is not safe, it will block it and prevent you from visiting it, stuff like that. Maybe, I'll probably do a video. That video will probably take a little bit of time, though. All right, let's get up in the air, but hopefully, you're in the right direction, and you were planning to redo your account anyway, so, just look on the bright side, see the silver lining around it, but thankfully you didn't have thousands of videos and then losing all of those. All right, so here we are moving forward. Let's just check and see if there are any TFRs. I don't know why I don't check beforehand, right? Before I go live. Okay, let's see. We'll go here. TFR. Hopefully not. I don't know. So we're going to go here, select a state. If not, maybe we'll just fly inside, see if I can make it into the kitchen. Are you shitting me? Last time this happened, east of Rutherford. That usually means it's not far from here. And in order to find out, let's go here into the app. Damn it. I can never win with this thing. I'm just going to push it here so that you guys can see. So if you don't see your town in there, that's great. But just double check and don't just trust the app. Don't trust the process all the time. And then what you'll do is you'll go here, go to air, where? And hopefully it's not red. It's holiday weekend though. Shit. Damn, well, we can fly inside. Damn it. We'll pull like a Chase Momo. How long is that going to be for? Well, sorry, we can't go live. And I had a beautiful thumbnail too. Like that thumbnail was just awesome. Well, the FAA does not control your indoor space. So if there is a TFR like you see right here, it's restricted airspace. Why, I don't know, but we can quit this. Oh, presidential. Ends in 4 hours. Wow, I thought he would have gone to like Florida or something, or to one of his golf courses. Interesting. Instead, he decided, probably New York. Yeah, New York does have the best fireworks display on the 4th of July weekend. I don't know. I probably would have gone like me. I went somewhere. I went paddleboarding, right? I didn't just stay. And I don't know. It's hard to say. All right. So knowing that and moving forward, we're going to disconnect from here. Stop mirroring. Actually, we want to mirror because we can fly inside. So like I was saying, you can do an indoor flight, but you just can't fly outside because the FAA does not control the indoors. All right, so we can fly inside. Let's see. In the basement, of course. Just a bummer. How long is that going to last for? July 9th. Oh my God. 6, 7, 8, 9. I won't be here. Oh, Wednesday. Yeah, that sucks. All right, so we'll do something inside. All right, let's go back here. Again, TFRs, flight restriction, restricted airspace. You cannot fly outside. It's forbidden. Okay? And do not attempt to fly outside again. It's kind of weird though how like it says restricted airspace, which is fine. Usually it just says TFR. It's possible that no. Yeah. Oh, nice. But look, starts in 3 hours, ends in 4 hours. So we could probably come back later. But you see over here, this is a little bit tricky because look, if you wanted to fly outside, right, it says 4 hours. 4 ends in 4 hours, which is fine because I'll be around in 4 hours. But over here, East Rutherford, which is only a couple of miles from here, it says ends Wednesday, July 9th. So never trust the process because we'll find out in 4 hours. I'll be back in 4 hours. But knowing that and moving forward, let's take off inside. Okay. All right. Let's see. So we want to go here. I want to flip it so it's horizontally so that we can go here, and then force portrait mode. I think it's landscape right. Yeah. And then we'll open up the DJI app. Damn it. See, you always have to check. Always check. Make sure there are no TFRs where you are, or make sure that doesn't convert into restricted airspace. Hold on, DJI Fly. And remember, we're flying an FPV, so when you fly FPV under 250 grams, you're not required to have remote ID. So even if you flew outside, no one would know, except for people, but you have to follow the rules and regulations. And this has an O3 air unit on it, so it's not there's nothing wrong. But if you lose your drone, they will find you. They'll pull a Lima Nelson and be like, I have a very particular set of skills, because the O3 air unit is activated through DJI and registered, unless you're doing like some other O3 unit. Alright, so this will be short though, because I'm not really good at flying inside, to be honest with you, but I'm pretty good at angle. So we'll go here. Nika's Western Stand, Swedish printing. Do you want the Secret Service knocking on your door? Yes, but inside. And you're allowed to fly indoors. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe he's right. You never know. Yeah, maybe we'll just play it safe, and I'll give you guys a tour of the Avata, and we'll I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Nika's. Nah, you're right. I should maybe. What if it goes flying out the window, right? And then what? then that's considered an outside flight, right? No, but you can fly indoors. We're going to just do inside. But I'm going to try. I'm going to put the drone in the room out there. And then hopefully... Oh, now I have to switch it though. Yes, we're only flying indoors. Remember, indoors are safe. Indoors you're allowed to. Damn it. As long as you can get it in time before the O3 air unit overheats. Let's see. Swedish Tulu. Oh, there we go. Now I just gotta switch it. Come on, you're killing me. I'm going to put it in wireless, click OK, and then wait for it to go beep beep, it should connect. And then I have to set it to the O3 air unit. Let's see, status, switch, O3 air unit. And then I just got to launch it. Well, before we launch it, make sure that you're in angle mode. But here, now I'm going to connect it to the goggles. But it says ends in 4 hours. Let's see. I'll be back because we're still going to do a 3D print of the week. And we also want to see if it ends. Then we can just fly this baby outside. And these LiPo batteries charge really fast. So hopefully, you know, and again, I won't go up in the air unless it says we're cleared to go. And remember, you got to check both because my town's not in there, but the surrounding towns are. Damn it. See, this is the hardest part. Come on, you got this, little guy. Because by the time this connects to your goggles and your drone, the thing might be overheated. Lou. Yeah, Swedish Forge 3D. And we'll have a 3D print of the week. If not tonight, for sure tomorrow. Come on, man. Well, it's connecting to the goggles. It says devices nearby, but... Oh, nice. I could see it in here. I don't see it there. Let's see. I'm gonna switch to acro angle, bad RX, which is fine. Come on. So when this happens, just do this. Just quit the app, and then launch it again. If you ever want to live stream your content, your FPV skills, my FPV skills are. You'll see. Indoors, I need to work on it. I think for indoors, you might have better luck with the Mobula 8. Yay, it's connecting. And then be careful, carefully put it down because, you know, it's fickle that way with the DJI stuff. Sometimes if you move it, it'll disconnect and then you got to do it again. Come on, you got this. What's the temperature? Damn, 109. Once it gets to like 180, it's pretty much fried. Go fly? Yeah, what? Ah, hate when that happens. That's okay. Damn it. Hold on. I'm going to stop mirroring and then do it again. If you've been following me, this happens a lot sometimes. Alright. Goggles. Ah! Disconnect, disable live view on Wi-Fi. No, we're connected. Not connected. It's gotta be. Okay. You're killing me. It says unable to connect to RF4 or MacBook Pro. That's a reflector issue. Oh, gonna have to quit reflector and then start it again. Yay, almost, right? Close, but no cigar. It says AirPlay. I'm not connecting to AirPlay. Usually when this happens, it means you have to reboot your phone. Alright, we gotta reboot the phone. What are you going to print? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I haven't done any research. I'm looking for a fidget. Something fun, something somewhat functional, something that we could use. As you know, my kids love fidgets, so it's got to be something that, you know, that they will find good to go for at least a week. And then I'm going to do a follow-up on the other print, on the 3D filament spool, which is really cool. I might create a YouTube short on that. But that one's just phenomenal. I'll show you guys in a sec once I get this thing up and going. Let's see what's the temperature. Damn, 118. That's pretty good. GepRC Cinelog20 has some pretty good overheating calibration, you know, techniques. All right, so now let's see if it'll connect. Meaning, like, if it was the Pavo Pico, it would have shut off already. It would have been like overheated, but it's pretty good. Now it's just a matter of getting this baby. You're killing me. Let's see. Reflector. Might have to quit reflector again. This is just an issue with the DJI thing and like the connecting, disconnect, the connect, the disconnect. Hopefully the 04 air unit does not overheat. And it's just not connecting. It's giving me some issues with AirPlay, but I'm not using AirPlay. Oh, we got a ding, so that's good. You want to hear that boom, because then you know that your phone is hardwired. Let's try MacBook Pro. See, MacBook Pro works fine. And then let's try here, reflector. So now we know it's reflector. Oh, yay, we got it. We're back in, sort of, because now, even though we got it, we need to make sure that it's wireless, right? And that the 04 air unit has not overheated. We have quick transfer option, DJI goggles, which is fine. And then we'll select it, put it down gently, because we don't want any. See, it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. It's the freaking. Just wish it worked, you know. Worked when it worked. And this is how we live stream our flights outside. Come on, you got this. Yay, we did it. Hooray, after all that. All right, see, 126, 127, that's pretty good. So we're in angle mode. And now we'll just, aircraft processor overheated. That's okay, because once we get it, whoops, up in the air, we can, remember, we got a TFR, so we cannot fly. Whoops. Yeah, that's the hardest part. I need some indoor rates. Well, flipped over. Let me see if I... Oh, wait. We should be able to flip it back, right? Crash flip. Where's my crash flip? Oh yeah, here's crash flip. It's arm, but oh, it's stuck on something. Come on, you got this. We have to go get it. Alright, so crash flip does work, but it was stuck under a box, so that's good. Alright, so let's try it again. Oh look, we got a good battery. So I'm going to go in there because I need to be able to see it. I'm not... Let's see. Aircraft processor overheated. And maybe I'll just hang out in here. Let's see if I can... Whoops. I think the Mobula 8 will have more, but I think these settings are not tweaked for indoor flight. But let's flip it back over because we don't want to ruin it. Oh wait, hold on, I didn't do crash flip. That's weird. It's upside down, but I don't have my... There we go. Crash flip, and then... See? Voila. Except, where am I? Oh, I'm near something, but... There we are. Now, oh, now we backspace to back flip, and now we can bring things back to normal, and bring it back here. Exit, exit, and now. See, once you get it going and it overheats, you'll be all right. It's because the propellers create like a thrust. Whoops. You heard that bang? Yeah. I am no Chase Momo. Hello, I'm Chase Momo, and we're gonna crash today. You just gotta practice indoors. See how I was able to get going and then not get going again. Just have some plaster, and probably the Mobula would be a better drone to be bashing around inside the house. Because the rates on the GepRC are a little bit more intense. Let's try it again. And you just gotta practice. Practice, practice, practice. Like even if you're just doing that all the time, it's hard. Like I need to change the rates for sure, or fly the Mobula 8. Let's try the Mobula 8 inside. Let me go get that drone, make sure it's still in one piece. It is, because I've rebuilt it, so I know what it can handle. It started beeping, which is fine, and you know, we're pretty good. It hit the ceiling, but when it hits the ceiling, it's the battery that hits the ceiling. And we'll fly this again outside. Outside, I have no trouble flying this one. Let's try the other drone. Let's try the Mobula 8. See how that works. I remember changing the rates on that one. But I'm gonna check back in 4 hours. And I'll be back later. Maybe I'll wash the car in the meantime, since it's got a lot of car poop. Not car poop, bird poop on it. Put our batteries inside the LiPo bag in case they blow up. And well, I guess we'll try the Mobula 8. Alright. And you just have to pit tune the drone so that it works just right for you. I have my eye on a couple other drones too. This one should be okay. Alright, and we're connecting to the 03. You're not streaming the drone should. Oh, I'm not streaming the drone. Oh, bummer. Thank you. There we go. Again. I'll do it again since we missed it. But I'll do the Mobula 8. And then I will do the Pavo 20 Pro again so that you guys can see what was happening in there. It's pretty wild, but I got better at it. Okay. It was weird because in this window I saw it was streaming, but apparently not. Alright, so now let's see. And it's good to know how to fix your drones because then you can repair them, know the limits or limitations in your flight, right? And then crash flip Mobula 8 Pavo. This is called the Mobula 8 Pavo because it has the Pavo Pico chip in there with the Mobula 8 body. Oh yeah, this one. Oh man. Battery's dead. The good thing is that these batteries we might have some in there. These batteries charge really fast. Let's see if we can get something out of here. Come on, you got this. Yeah, oh yeah, much better. A little bit easier to maneuver. Go so fast. Whoa. Land now. So we have to land now because the battery died. But we've got another one. We'll charge that one. Hey, what's up? Oh man. Need some tape on this battery. I hate when the plastic peels off. Yay! Oh man, another battery. Let me plug this battery in so that we can get it somewhat charged. Let's see. Whoops. Alright, oh wow, that one's really low. Alright, and this one's low, but not that low. Let's see what we got here. Oh, gotta reboot. Arm. Hey, Mark! Go backspace, crash flip, reverse, and then now. Yay! So you just gotta like, that's why you just can't, oh man, this battery's almost dead too, but let's see if we can at least get it up. Low battery. This is what you call drag racing. I'm not really flying. But look how fast this shit goes. Oops, land now. Battery died. But that's okay. See, the flight time is so short on these thingies. But this one's at almost at 100%, so we'll see what we can get with that one. And then later, maybe later, if there, remember we always check to see if there are any TFRs or bands, fly safe. Oh wow, that was really weird though. Probably didn't get much penetration. That was a little freaky. We're at 43 Mbps. Battery low. Yeah, we'll just stop the battery. And then we'll just put this new one in. Because you don't want to run the batteries super low, because then you'll lose a cell or two, a brain cell. The brain will be fried. All right, so we got one. We'll do one more. Let's see how it goes. A full battery then. Alright, let's see what we got. Yay, Mobile 8 Pavo. Now, if you've seen me fly, I can fly this thing outside with no problem. It's just indoors. So if you have any indoor rates you want me to try, I will happily try them, because I believe I have the throttle set to 75. We can always check and see after we crash in the basement. A little bit of a delay. Whoops. Oh nice, we're still got... Damn it! So crashing... Interesting. How crashing creates a interference. Oh, there we go. Let's see where the drone is. Oh, it's in the closet. Yeah, I'll have to go get it. Again, know your limits. If you know your limits, you know what the drone can handle, and you know what you can handle when it comes to repairs too. Because if you know, we rebuilt this drone from scratch. The motors, the flight controller, everything was soldered on there to the tape and everything that you see on there. So I know what it can handle. I know what I'm capable of doing. If I crash, I'm like, oh, it's okay, I crashed there. The only thing I would have to do is fix the ceiling dings and all that other fun stuff before the wife came home, right? Because she'd be like, what is that? Why are there holes in the ceiling? See how fast it goes? Oh. This is so that throttle. So maybe we'll just do FPV. Oh, I almost got it. We'll do FPV stuff and practice inside, right? And then, because I can fly outside, but I just can't. I want to fly like Rick Burns. So just keep practicing, you know. Whoops. Whoa. Carefully. See, just keep this. Maybe this will be my. Oh man! Whoops! Stop it. So let's say if you were in an abandoned building, you could be screwed. It's upside down. Maybe you can go get it. You got a tetanus shot. Might step on a rusty nail, or you can do the crash flip. Wait, hold on. Backspace. I call it backspace, but it's like another. And then make sure our throttle stick is down. And then now we arm it. And then, come on, you got this, mobile baby. See, not enough. And you got to watch out because if you run out of juice, your crash flip is done. See, I can't. And it's on the sofa. So we'll stop it right there. Arm, disarm. And then I'll go get it. But with a more powerful drone, as you saw, this. Oh, you didn't see. Let's. I'll charge the battery again so you guys can see the Cinelog20. The crash flip works comfortably on there. But hold on, I want to see what this one is doing. Yeah, so this one still works. The only thing I was a little skeptical about with the flight earlier was when it disconnected after it crashed inside and it's in the next room, which was really weird. Let me get the Cinelog20 back out so that you guys can see. Again, this is the one that we built from scratch, so it doesn't look like your typical FPV drone. Here, I'll show you. The other camera is really weird, so I'll fix that later. This is it here. Have the battery connector like that, heat shrunk in that, flight controller, motors had to be extended. Just have to be careful with the motors because I don't believe I have another set, and usually you buy 4. I have, anyway, just know your parts. But let's check out the. And then this, I probably want to disconnect. If you keep bending down, you're just going to drop. Oh, let's see. We got some comments here. Hold on. Some commentary. Would love to see it. Okay, yes. Oh, Market Bay. Hey, Market Bay's here. Market Bay. We got Swedish Forge. Hey, Mark. Hello, hello. Lewis, why does a drone go crazy when it crashes? I'm not sure. Like, something controls it, like a bat out of hell. Yeah, that happens sometimes. But there is a fix for that. Like you see mine, when it crashed, mine just lost signal, and when I crashed and bumped into something, like I bumped into the chair, and it was okay. But sometimes on the newer drones, if you don't have this special code in your, you put it in your CLI. Hold on one second, I'll send it to you. NOT, it's in my notes. I can't remember if I have a video that shows you how to do it, or it's included in your setup video that I had done when you make your own drone series. But anyway, I will send it to you right now. Hold on. But that happened to me a lot, like in the beginning when I was flying. Hold on, let me type in crash, C-R-A, crash. One moment, please. I need to find the code. Now PID rates, throttle limit. Found it. It's called Set Crash Recovery On, and then you hit save. If you do this, here I'll put it in the notes. Oh, on your Neo. No, on the Neo, I don't know. On the Neo, that happened to me, and DJI took the drone back, and they sent me a new one, and then I sold it, which I kind of regret a little bit. Buy another one since I don't have a drone. I don't have another FPV drone other than these. I have the Mobile 8, the Pavo Pico, Pavo 20, the Pavo Fomento, the GepRC Cinelog20, GepRC 25. So I have a lot of FPV drones, but just no more the Avata since it crashed. But yeah, that's what you would put into your in your Betaflight, go in and CLI, hit save, so that when you crash it, it doesn't do like the Neo does, which flew like crazy. And DJI recognized that in the last one, and that's why they sent me the replacement one. And then someone else had commented saying, "Oh, your drone wasn't connected." I'm like, little do they know that, I think it was in one of these comments. Hold on 1 second. If we go here, and then if we go here, oh, 31288. If the drone is running wild, it's not connected to the controller. Of the controller kills the motors, it's not going to work. Yeah, that happened in my real-time flight. A lot of it is setting the gain and expo right away. Yeah, Liam gave us gain and expo settings that worked amazing. In manual mode, the left stick, when it's set to manual, anyway, it doesn't matter because that's not what the problem is. The problem was something with the drone. People are experiencing flyaways with the Neo after it crashes. If it crashes, it'll recover, and then on the recovery, you're like, yeah, I got this, and then it starts flying away. Or when I was with Ken, when we were in the park, I would just launch the drone, and it started flying away on its own. I was like, I had an oh shit moment. And I was like, oh no, don't go. I was like, don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. And the drone started going like that. I was like, no. And then the only thing that, I don't know what stopped it. I think it was, I ran after it. And then I was always jealous of Ken, because every time I flew with Ken, his drones would just be like, just doing it, whatever. And this was with motion controller and in manual mode. So it didn't matter like, oh, he's not flying manual mode correctly. No. It was happening with the Neo, with the motion baby stick, and with this thing too. He'd start it up, boot up, and then the drone would start. And the only thing that saved us was we were in the park. It was a contained experience, so we were able to go get it. And then Ken's had luck though. Ken is no trouble with his Neos. Let me check how much battery life is on here. So this is the GepRC Cinelog20. We've had to rebuild this one from scratch too. This one I'll just do a little bit, because the rates on there have more thrust in it, and I don't want to crash that one inside too much, because I have all the parts to fix it, which is fine, but it's not easy to fix. I have another somewhere around here, GepRC Cinelog20 kit, but it's no fun taking this thing apart. But we might take it apart, but not today. If we crash, I just don't want to crash it. I want to fly it outside, make sure it's still intact. But we'll fly it in here for a little bit, see what we get. This one. Yeah, it's dead. All right, so let that charge, and then this is a beautiful drone. Now I just wish my camera self-corrected. Let's see. Just for some quick fun. Yeah, this is it. We're just doing it for quick fun. You know what I'm going to order? A Neo just for manual. Yeah, that makes sense. A Neo just for manual flight. I also have a spare battery from my broken one. That's good. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the same thing too, because the Neo is a great basher drone. Like, you know, the only downside, if you crash it too many times, it will fly away, or it just somehow, you know, is traumatized after that experience, and things aren't always the same whenever you launch. But it can handle a lot. Ken's been flying his, and we bashed his a lot in my backyard, and the drone can handle it. But this one can handle a lot. As you can see, there's a mount on here for a camera. So if you're that good, except I don't know where the mount is, it's somewhere. It's probably in that box. I'll find that box later. I know it's in one other thing, but just imagine that. If you can get your mad skills on here, put your camera on here, and just fly. Well, of course, the flight time will be short. Or just do a Frankenstein and put the 04 air unit in here, and then you don't have to worry. Except I believe, I'm not sure, I have to take it apart again and see. I can't remember if the 04 cables are soldered on here or not. If they're soldered, can be done. We've done it in the past, but it's just no fun. It's just challenging when there's no plug. Oh, nice. Nope, there's a plug. Yeah, you just plug it out. So hopefully we'll figure that out. We'll have like a FPV series down the line. But this battery is charging. Once it's done, I'll print some TPU protectors for it to help with crashes. Or you can buy the Kendono, has some pretty good TPU protectors. Mine was fine in manual mode. It flew away in GPS mode like crazy, but in manual it only went crash once in 10 flights. Do you see, that's the other part that scares me about the Neo. You know, it's like more of a liability. You know, like I want to get one. I could use the funds from having sold the the Mavic 3 Pro to get that, right? Since there's a ban and a lot of stores have the Neo, but then there's that. There's the risk of, you know, it's a liability. You see, I live on the corner. There's traffic there. There's the field, which is fine, but I'd have to get there early in the morning, and we've already experienced 4 flyaways with the Neo, right? So something's going on with that drone in sport mode, manual mode, and normal mode. So I'm like, do I get it? So part of me wants to get it, part of me doesn't want to get it. But we have these drones, which, you know, you set the crash recovery in there, and you're okay. Except for in there, the signal dropped. I'd have to check and see if there's an I remember Mads Tech talked about there being a update for the air unit. So we'll check and see if there's an update that has to be pushed to the 03 air unit, because that disconnect should not have happened. But if you follow his videos, he always talks about the bugs with DJI stuff. So this battery's charged. I'll give you guys a glimpse of the Cinelog20. Cinelog20 is a really powerful drone. Small but powerful, because as you saw, it has all the mounting features and functions for a camera mount. So if you've got good skills, FPV skills, know what the rates should be for indoors, you're gonna get some amazing footage. And look, it's small, so it can fit through those hard to reach places. Whereas me, they're not calling me. Then I'm not saying, hey Lou, we like your stuff. Can you come shoot the bowling alley? Right? We want you to come do some video of the bowling alley. Instead, they're saying, Lou, we like your stuff. Can you do a review video on our Chinese products? Alright. Yes, I can do that. Alright, let's see. I have another company sending me a 3D printer, which is really cool. So we got another 3D printer coming. I'll share that with you guys. Oh man, we lost our connection. But we should be able to push it here. Go home. Goggles 3. Make sure we're pushing it here for you guys. I'll show you the printer that we're getting. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. There was another thing that someone was sending me too. I can't remember. It's hard to keep track of the stuff because sometimes I say no to the stuff. Sometimes I say yes. Glasses. Oh yeah, another company wants to send me glasses. I have to check that out. I'm not sure. I'm in the market for new glasses. Eyewear. Okay, let's see. I like the ones that send me stuff, right? And then you have no strings attached, creative freedom. We just want a video. I'm like, sure, I could do that. With the ones that send the contract, and then like, oh, you have to do this, and after 24 hours, I'll let you guys read it. This way you can get an idea, just of what I'm talking about. I don't like those because it creates pressure. I don't want the pressure because you want it to be fun. And then you think you did great, and then it's not great because, hold on, let's try switching it, and then doing here. And then there's just too much going back and forth. I hate the going back and forth. Damn it. Again, remember if you saw it, we had this trouble in the beginning. So what we do is we go here, type in reflector, launch it again, quit reflector, and then hit it, and then launch it again, wait for that little thing on the corner to show up, and then now, hopefully, oh no, I plugged the drone in though. Damn it. Is it plugged in? Oh, but it's the Cinelog20. We should be okay. Like once it gets to like 150, it has, like I was saying, it has some pretty good. Ah, we got a ding. We want the ding. Like, you're why didn't hear no bells? Oh man. I know. I want to see it too. Yeah, I wouldn't sign. Yeah, that's it. I wouldn't sign any waivers. You can get into trouble. Yeah, you could get into trouble if they don't like something, and they included that in there. They said we reserve the right to sue you or to take legal action, right? So if I didn't make the video right, or if I said something, because if you know me, when I do my unboxing, I don't unbox it and then wrap it again, and then pretend like, hey guys, we're gonna. Some people do that. We're gonna do an unboxing. They already saw the shit that was in there, but just pretending. I don't do that. I do all my unboxings live, right? So you could see my first reaction, right? So I'm not. There's no acting involved. So if they don't like my first reaction, I could get screwed. Wind up getting sued. But yeah, I'll share that with you in the contract. Hold on, which is really interesting. Very interesting. All right, so we're here. Bad RX just means you're, hopefully, in your case. In my case, it means that my throttle stick is down. So now, make sure you're in angle when flying inside. Make sure you put some hours in the simulator. But as you know, it doesn't really measure up because I have no trouble flying in the sim. See, this is just so fast. Spin it around. A little bit of a delay though. See, go slow. Slowly. Watch your stick. Pretend I'm Nick Burns. Whoops. See? But you notice how it just crashed into the sofa and it recovered. It didn't go flying like a bat out of hell. And if you don't put the crash recovery, whoops. If you don't put the crash, whoa, it's just like the throttle is like so intense. Anyway, so let's see if we can flip it over. So we're gonna stop it, see, crash flip, and then we'll start our engines, hopefully. Voila. So if you're in an abandoned building, you do that, and then I'm not in an abandoned building. My house will start looking like an abandoned building if I keep crashing it into the ceiling. So now you see, crash flip worked. But then you have to turn it off, and then backspace, now turn it on again, and you should be able to fly. Well, if you know how. Again, for some reason I have no trouble flying outside with this drone, but inside it's just a little bit tricky because it's getting that. See? And I can spin it around. And then bring it in again. Whoop. See, go there. Whoops. No, I lost it in the shaft. Nah, it's on the side of the sofa. So that's that. You know, it just takes practice flying. Anybody can fly FPV outside in the open space. It's indoors. That's the challenge. You know? Let's see what he says. No, let me shut that off before it overheats, and I'll get back to your comments. Yeah, that if that was in an abandoned building, that never would have gotten out. It was stuck in between the sofa. But what I like about this drone is that it has these protectors on it. See? It's protected like here and there. You have to hit it really hard to break it. And it has a little pad over here on the bottom. So that's why I'm able to like bounce on the ground. Bounce and pounce, which is really cool. And then, you know, everything else is... But I want to check... Well, this one's fine. Well, I guess we'll check them all, right? Let's check them all to see what kind of... see if... Whoa, that was weird. I don't know where that came from. But at least it didn't come from any of the motors. Oh, it did come from one of the motors. So check your stuff. As you can see here, a screw fell out. Probably from all that banging and ruckus. And it came from that hole right there. Right over there. See the empty one? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in each. And one came out. I wonder how that happened. Well, thankfully. So just check your stuff after you crash. Make sure everything's tightened. That sucks. Sort of. Because we got lucky. Right? We got lucky because we were able to, I heard it fall. Oh wow, some of them are loose. So I guess things just tend to vibrate. Wow, a lot of them are loose. Wow. Yeah, so check, this is for the FPV folks that are, you know, flying drones that don't have care refresh. Wow. Stuff just becomes loose over time. See, can you imagine flying outside and over the traffic, and then all of a sudden, even if you're like an expert FPV flyer, you're like, oh, I got this, my pit rates are good, I know what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden the screws to your motors fall off. You're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, man, it's all good. And then crash, right? Landing on a car, causing a pileup. Wow, all of them are loose. Holy crap. That's insane. So you want to check, it's for sure, if you have a built FPV build, check your stuff. Wow, even that one. Maybe after each flight, right? Don't assume like just because it came from the manufacturer, or we rebuilt this from scratch and everything was tight as a you know, tight as hell. And apparently, you know, the things just become loose. And then check underneath, because you don't want that 03 or 04 air unit. We'll test and see if the 04 air unit fits in here. Falling from the sky. One was a tad loose. This is crazy. But I'm glad it fell on my foot. I was like, wait, what's that? Probably from all those crash landings. Like just crashing it. And the vibrations. Vibrations do... Oh wow, this one's... I see the 03 air unit thing needed tightening. So I'll probably be checking that after each flight. Because it's been a while since I've flown this. Lost the connection there. So now it's good to go. Hopefully we'll be able to go at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever, you know, the evening calls for. But let's see. I want to check the rates in there and see. Not this one. Actually, let's just connect it to the computer and see if we got any updates that are required to be pushed to the 03 air unit. Not this one. This one I'm not worried about. It was the Mobula 8, because the Mobula 8, after it crashed, we lost a signal, and I remember Mads Tech talking about that experience. But let's see what you guys are saying. Hello, guys. Oops. I'm just gonna quit this. Stop mirroring. And then bring this into here. See what you guys are saying. Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, I'm going to show you the waivers. Lewis, I'm close to pulling the trigger on the Neo again. I wonder if they updated it since we got rid of our. I don't know. I checked I check, and believe me, because I'm like, I'm in the market for a new drone, a new DJI FPV drone. I'm always checking the Facebook forums, and every time someone crashes or shares like the flyaway experience, I ask them which firmware was that, and apparently it's the latest one. So I don't know. Maybe we got a bad batch. Maybe we got a lemon. Maybe there's like a batch number. Like if you got a bad case of tuna, they're like, can you give us the lot number? And then they can tell, that was manufactured on that date, and everything manufactured on that date with that lot number is a lemon. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, but I'm still on the fence with it. I'm still calling the DJI store in New York City to find out if they have a Neo. Let's see before we plug this in. Let's see if we can get DJI Manhattan and see what they DJI Mimo. Oh, I have to go to my contacts. DJI NYC, because they have a lot of inventory on that.
Calling DJI Fifth Avenue store. Please hold while I try to connect you.
They might be closed though because it's holiday. But they're in Manhattan on Fifth Avenue. Being closed on a holiday on Fifth Avenue.
Hello, thank you for calling DJI Fifth Avenue. Can I help you?
Hi, I just have a quick question for you. Do you sell the Neo, DJI Neo?
Yes, we do.
You do?
We do, sir.
And what is the price on that?
Let me just double check so I can give you the correct one, okay?
Okay, yeah, take your time, no worries.
Yeah. So just for just the drone and one battery, that will be $199.
Okay.
Plus tax.
Okay.
And then the combo is $289 plus tax.
289 plus tax. And then what about the Avata? Do you have any Avatas drone only?
Yes, sir.
No.
Drone only? No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The simplest configuration that we have for the Avata is $999.
999 plus tax. Yeah, no, that's fine. I just need the drone. All right. But thank you so much. I may come in for a Neo, and you have plenty of stock on the Neo, right?
We have just enough.
Just enough.
A lot of people coming in today.
Right.
Bought it, so. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, okay, that's fine. All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Okay, bye-bye.
I doubt people buying, but it's fine. So they have it. If they don't have it when I get there, I'm still on the fence. I just don't want to. It's a liability. Like Market Bay is having the same experience as me. Other people are. I don't know. Anyway, let's plug this in and see if there's any update. I'm gonna disconnect my phone. But it would be nice if they had the Avata drone only. I'd jump on that. I'd get on the train right now and be like, "Sorry guys, gotta go. I'm going in." Because I'll share with you my Avata in a second. Once it crashed. It won't start up anymore. It landed in the water. Oh yeah, I have the video here. I can share it with you. I actually have a video. It should launch on Wednesday, but let's see. Hold on. Let's see what we have here. DJI. And I shouldn't have to pay for a new drone because I have Care Refresh. But since there's tariffs and all that other fun stuff, they can have to right click. I hate when it doesn't open, and when it does open, it might be somewhere in the background. It doesn't push to the front like some other ones. All right, let's see if there's an update on the O3 Air Unit, because this one disconnected on, which is weird because I'm in the same room and that should not have happened. It just means that we can't. I'm current. There is no. Let's do refresh. Just means that I can't do any. It could be the combination of the flight controller and O3 Air Unit. It just means that I can't do any live streaming with the Mobula 8. If that happened, the connection was kind of glitching out, But that's fine. So this one doesn't require an update, which is good. Actually, now that we're here, leave it. It's fine. I was like, let's check the footage. I'm not worried about the footage on there. So that one's fine. I have to find the propellers for that, the spare ones, but I haven't been crashing that one. outside, so I'm not worried about it, but I know they're in one of the boxes. So now let's check the GepRC Cinelog20. Oh, it's right here. This one is not easy. This one's a pain in the butt, to be honest with you. I actually hate connecting this one to the computer. Even though it's built like a beast, it is not, doesn't measure, the experience when connecting it to your computer does not measure up to that, getting it into the hole. Oh no, it's this one's fine. I think it's the 25. The Pavo 25 is a pain again, and this one goes right in, so I take that back. It's the we'll double check the Pavo 25. So this one should be here. We're connected. Hopefully it'll connect, but it's not going to connect unless we take our cable and connect it to the computer. Okay, there we go. Alright, it might require some power. Let me just... Yeah, you gotta... Oh man, gotta just take a battery, plug it in. Hopefully. Whoops. You don't need this though, we can plug that out. Maybe it's not connecting to the computer. So we'll plug it out and then plug it in again. Hate when this happens. Let's see. Let's quit it. The other one connected just fine without being no power or anything. Let's plug it out. Could be, no, I don't think it's the cable, because I'm pretty sure we can launch beta flight. It's lighting up. No. And it's not. Let's see, I wonder if it'll show up on the desktop. Nope. That's a bummer. Let's plug some power in. The Mobile 8 just plugged right in. Oh, no wonder why. Never mind. I'm plugging it into the wrong. I'm plugging the drone in for the beta flight experience, not the 03 air unit experience. Two different experiences, so we don't need the battery. Just know your plugs. Except this one, the goggles just shut off. Oh nice, this one has an FPV plug as a USB-C plug in it to help it from getting, debris in there in its hole. I do need new tweezers though. No, I love this thing. I'm going to get one for my phone, so when I could bring it in the water. Let's see if this one has the latest firmware. Yay! On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, maybe? Again. Oh, there we go. Just had to tap it. 03 air unit. A little laggy, not as streamlined as the other one. It says loading, and we're current. Interesting. Alright. So that's good. Yeah, we can quit. I'm definitely going to get... I think my neighbor has... Gernert, he was here last time in one of the live streams with his Garmin. He ordered a whole bunch of these things and asked me if I wanted some. These things, which come in handy on your phone. These USB-C plugs. So that if you're on the beach with sand, you don't have to worry about grit getting in there. Or I might order some myself if I don't get to him in time. But you definitely want that. Let's check out the contract. We're going to look at the contract. Let's look at the contract. Look at the contract. I'll put this away. We'll do a flight towards the end of this video. So that, who knows, maybe by the end of this video the TFR will be lifted. It's kind of weird how, I don't mind the TFR part, but how it says restricted airspace. Hopefully that's not a new thing now. Usually it just says TFR. Alright, but it's presidential, so that's fine. Alright, so let me go to my email. And I'm going to do a video, because we have over 5,000 subscribers now. And I'll probably cover stuff like this too. So there's one for glasses. This one's fine. I'm not sure if I'm in the window of opportunity. It might run out. It says, hope this email finds you well. We have not yet received a response to our previous email regarding proposed collaboration. As a friendly reminder, this campaign will close in the next 3 days. We are eager to hear your thoughts and receive any necessary information to move forward. I didn't do this one yet because I lost my other glasses when I was out on Long Island, and I couldn't read the fine print and stuff like that. This one is giving you creative freedom to do what you like in exchange for some weird, funky glasses. This one, similar to the ones that I had. I'm not crazy about these, to be honest with you. Oh, I guess I could probably find the link. So they wanted my my address, which is fine, my prescription info, which I didn't have because I actually have an eye exam on Tuesday, so I won't have the current eye prescription, and my PID. They gave me the old PID numbers, but I don't know. I have a new PID reading. So there's that one, and then there was this one. If we go to the one that has the contract, I believe I put it in a folder called Stuff. And here it is. This is what you'll get a kick out of. Check it out. Let's download. Oh no, that's not that. That's not it. That's the attachment of the lock. Stuff. I have to go back here. Oh, there we go. So here we have here. So this is all the stuff. So it says, the brand commissions the influencer to create and publish a video on YouTube. No problem. I like doing that. The influencer must inform the brand of the video concept in advance and obtain brand's approval before production. So I have to be like, guys, I got an idea. This is great. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I slept on it. I couldn't sleep last night because this was an idea I know you'll love. And then I present it to them. And then they're going to be like, nah, sounds cool, but not quite what we're aiming for. I don't like that. So that's basically what I have to do there. Before I go into production, share with them my great idea that I know they'll love. Well, good luck with that. And it says the brand shall provide written revision comments within 3 days after receiving the video. The influencer shall complete revisions within 5 days upon receipt of such comments. The influencer must create a video of at least fine. I have, the smart lock video must be installed on a door for demonstration. Where else would I install the smart lock? The estimated release date would be August 5th. When publishing the video, the influencer must tag. Of course, I do that. I always tag, but it's nice that they have their other tags there. For this collaboration, the brand shall not pay any fees to the influencer. So if they want to promote it, they have to pay. I would have to pay the promotion fees, which is a no. If you want to promote it, you pay me, and I'll make sure that the campaign goes out. We could always change that, though. You could always like say, oh, you know what, finagle it, and then say, this is what's going to happen, guys. The influencer guarantees that the video content, including but not limited to visuals, music, voiceover, etc., is legally compliant and does not infringe upon rights. So be careful when using music, because even though I have a license with Artlist AI, as soon as I stop paying the licensing fees, my any video I have with copyright music on it will become null and void. So you be careful when using music or any copyright, anything. The copyright of the video belongs to the influencer. However, the brand has organic usage. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. The influencer shall not delete, hide, or the published video without brand's consent. If the influencer fails to submit the video or does not revise it as required, the brand has the right to terminate the collaboration and withhold payment. The influencer shall maintain a good public image and shall not engage in illegal activities or conduct that damages public order or morally or the brand's reputation or rights third parties and such blah 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 blah. If either party violates the terms of this agreement, the other party has the right to unilaterally terminate the collaboration and pursue legal responsibility. So like I can get sued. The influencer shall maintain. So basically, yeah, you got to be careful with contracts like that. And as you can see, they want my signature, which they're not going to get. And then you have other people that are let me see if I can find one. If I go to stuff, I think it's in the stuff folder. I'll just keep going. I got an offer for a bike, but the bikes were too small, so they didn't fit anybody. So I asked them if they had other models. And then here, Wiki, where are Rock? And then you have offers for other campaigns. We'd like to send you a free product in exchange for a promotional video. No additional payment is required for this product. And then they'll word it like no strings attached. I like those. I'll take those offers. I don't do the ones that have too much legality in their contract, as you can see. And then we have this one I have to reply to, but I have an eye exam. I have found these glasses laying around, so I'll probably just use these for now. But yeah, I get a ton. I get so many offers, and as you can see, I only take the ones that say no strings attached, creative freedom in exchange for or payment. They'll pay you based on how they like it, if they like it or not. But I'm not signing anything. Like whatchamacallit said, don't sign anything. Yeah, don't. If you don't have to, don't do it, because you'll be sorry in the long run. And it's no fun working under that pressure. Well, you have an amazing idea. I know they will love it. And then they come back to you and they shoot it down, right? And then you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you're like, and then you signed it. So you have to deliver as promised. And you got to put up with that bullshit of going back and forth and that's the beauty until, you deliver what they want. But you can set the expectations by just choosing to work with the ones that want to work with you. So not everything is cut and dry and stern, and when it comes to offers you're given, when it comes to content creation. But in the beginning, it could be intimidating when you see a contract like that. You're like, what? And then you're like, if you want to pay me, send me a super thanks, a super chat, or whatever. Pay me through on one of my live streams. So don't. That could work that way too if they really like your stuff. But then there's the bigger the brands, that's when you probably need legal representation so that you can put in there and finagle how many revisions they get, what kind of video they will get, or if they're going to get any video, and like what you can promise, etc. Because it's no fun doing okay, take two and action. Because I used to do that back in the day when I worked with the company. We would shoot commercials, and it's stressful. Anyway, knowing that moving forward, I just wanted to share that the contract because I think it was Marco Bay. One of you guys had mentioned it, or was it Forge, Swedish Forge, that was telling us about signing something. Yes, no Market Bay. No way I'd do that. I know, and same here. And I'll tell you what I said to them. I'll share with you what I wrote to them. This is what I wrote to them. I was like, hell. First, I was like, like you were. My reaction was like yours. I was like, hell no. It was like, no way I'm doing that. So then I sent them the one for the kids' bike. I asked them if they have any other sizes, bigger. I think it was Zodi. No, not here. The Desalock. This one. This is what I said to them. Hi, thanks for the follow-up. As a content creator, I don't have a PayPal account and have been working with collaborators who have happily sent me products in exchange for a video where I have full creative freedom to make an honest video based on my experience. If you would like to have a video featuring your smart lock, you can send it to my address, and when it arrives, a video will be made within 2 weeks. Here is a link to my YouTube channel. I gave him my address and etc. And that's it. You know, I'm not signing anything like that and tying myself to like never-ending hell of like, and then having to worry like, if was it good, was it great, or if I post it and they say it's fine, and then the comments start coming in that they don't like, and then they'll be like, you know what, we don't like it, we're gonna sue you, you know, something like that. And that's when well, of course, if you're making a lot of money doing this, that's when you have to create an LLC. You create an LLC for your YouTube channel, and then you don't have to worry, because then you have content creators insurance. There's actually a woman who specializes in that. She's actually the content creator attorney. She has some interesting stuff, and I told her that if my channel ever takes off, I would definitely use her to, you know, secure the channel in a sense, so that I can take bigger deals like that and not have to worry. I think we'll go to YouTube, but you guys should watch her stuff, because she talks about the do's and don'ts of what, as a small content creator, what you should and should not do. It's not legal advice, but it's legitimate information. You should know. Content creator. Her name is something. Here she is. Tyler Chu, the creator's attorney. Look at some of her stuff. She also talks about, like, when you do use copyright stuff, how many seconds you're allowed to use it for, like 5 seconds. So I forget what that rule is, but there's, you know, you can use copyright stuff, but leave it short, because then the AI bots can't find you and you're not blacklisted. But check her out. Actually, check her out, and you know, you'll see. She really knows her stuff, and what's really cool is that she shares a lot of information. Looks like her channel's picking up, though. No, she only has, what's weird, she only has 44,000 subscribers. You would think that she would have more, given, you know, the information that she shares, that's valuable and free. But it's not legal advice, because every state is different. But when it comes to use, she covers all that. Lewis, I'm so close. Yeah, I know. I just got off the phone with DJI New York City, and I'm going into the city on Tuesday. I don't know. Should I do it? Should I not do it? I don't know. I'm still on the fence. We'll wait and see. Who knows? Maybe by the end of the summer, they'll have Avata, the Neo 2 launch, and then I'll regret it. They'll have all the kinks taken out. I hate when they do that, though. When DJI has a product that's glitchy, and they never fix it or corrected anything, and then 2 months later a new drone comes out. I'm like, what about my other stuff? Like, I thought you guys were going to fix that. That part is disappointing. But we're going to be doing more FPV stuff. I'm going to practice and try to hone my skills so that I can maybe, you know, fly like Rick Burns. That's how the channel started. I saw, you know, I would reach out to the other bigger content creators and be like, hey, can you share your PID rates? And one of my first people I had seen flying indoors, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want that. I want to do that. I want to be able to fly like that guy in his house, and so I commented on Rick Burns' video, but got nothing, no reply back. But we have the PID rates that should work for us. So it's just a matter of getting those throttle sticks. And you know, when people reach out to me, I happily share what I'm flying with, but a lot of them won't and don't. It's weird. It's like, you know, they're like that kid in the park that doesn't want to share the ball. Let's see what he says here. Yeah, I might wait. The Neo 2 and Avata 3 and Mini 5 Pro should be coming out soon. I'd say before. Yeah, it might. I don't know. It's just hard to say. I might wait too, but just the whole waiting thing, I'm missing out on the flying experience. But I'm not going to miss out on the flying experience because you see I've got so many drones. The only thing we might miss out on is, let's see if I can change the settings on this camera. Because as you saw, this one looks sort of like concavish. Like, see that? It's warped. And the only way to change that is to probably disconnect the camera. Hopefully I don't have to. I'm just gonna see here where my options are. I have Rocksteady EOV wide. Interesting. And they have Rocksteady standard to warp. Yay! I didn't have to disconnect the camera. Hopefully. Oh man. Oh no, it's not. I was like, wait, it's upside down, but that's because I'm holding it that way. And then I can take apart the Avata. Sort of. If DJI says don't send the Avata back because it's corroded, I will definitely do a teardown video on the Avata 2 and just take that shit apart because it fell into the water. It crashed in the water. Hold on. But I do need to take it apart to have it ready to send back. Alright, so we'll move the keyboard out of the way. Check out Tyler Chu, especially for you. What's his name? Because he changed his channel. Swedish Forge 3D printing. Check her out. Look for some of the really cool videos that might call out to you, especially as a new content creator. All the do's and don'ts, because if you know what not to do, you won't wind up like me. Like in the beginning, I think I was shadow banned. But thankfully he changed his channel just in time. No, he created a new channel, which is good. So if you change the name of your channel, let's say 6 months down the line, that creates a shadow ban. I'll send you a link to all that stuff so you can see. Hold on. One moment, please. This is where I went crazy the last time, looking for stuff. When I was like, where is the screwdriver for the Avata 2 prop guards? Remember that? Well, that's where I am right now. I have no idea where it is. That's a lens. And it kind of sucks because I need it now to take apart. I have all this stuff. Let's see what I have. I have bearings for the Ender 3S1 Pro, a new LED light for the, I guess any drone, because we know how to put them on now. Propellers. Different sizes. I see the other GepRC kit over there. Motors, but not. I wonder what it's like if you mix match motors on your drone. Like if one shorts out and you put one on that's a little more or less powerful, you can adjust it in that application, the online ESC configurator, so that when it goes full throttle, it matches all of them. I don't know. It's just a thought I had. So look, because I need to be able to take this off to send it back to DJI. If they want it back. because it's corroded on the inside. But what's this? Oh yeah, it's just the GepRC kit. I'm not sure what those are, but for your glasses. No, it's just for the bumper guards. This is a whole kit that I had gotten back in the day because I had to rebuild the GepRC. In the beginning, I didn't know how to fly. I mean, I can fly outside, but I was crashing it all the time inside. And then I had to rebuild it again. So I have this. So that's why I'm a little bit more less cautious when flying indoors and crashing it, because I know I can rebuild it again. But I kind of like know my throttle sticks, and I'm able to kill it before it actually crashes. So that makes any sense. But the only thing I can't kill is, we went through this the last time. Shit. When I crashed my Avata, I had to do a return care refresh, and I couldn't find what I'm looking for right now. I'll find it though. It'll show up. Well, I found some old motors. Propellers. There's another box. Yes. I was just about to tear the room apart again like I did the last time. But yep, no, we have it right here. Oh no, those are the old propellers from the crash. Here it is. See? Sunny Life. So now we can take it apart and get it ready. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. I wonder if we can shine the light. So when it crashed into the water, oh wow, yeah, that's corroded in there. Here, check it out. Oops. If you look inside, you'll see it's green in there. Oops. See? Oh wow, yeah, that's really corroded. So the battery exploded in there when it crashed into the water. It got a lot of prop wash. That was the other issue. I don't know, like I was doing, I'll show you what I was doing. So we don't get a lot of views in the live stream, so I can share it, so you don't have to wait for the video, because you guys are dedicated viewers / subscribers, and we always share with you early before launch. So let's see. How to paddle. That one should have launched. Avata 2 crash. So here we are, just minding our own business. I was at the beach. My plan was to paddleboard, get footage of the paddleboarding experience, and I'll let you guys watch it. You know, it'll come out again, but
So we have.
let me just hold on.
1, 2, 3.
Whoops.
Great. We got clearance to fly. We're gonna launch it in normal mode. Let me just make
Hold
sure
on a sec. I just want to turn off the speaker on the other one, so that you guys. So we go here, and that would be MacBook Pro speakers, and then go there. And let you guys watch. So I got clearance to fly from the FAA. They were pretty fast, within 24 hours.
We should be able to.
Away
Away we
I
go.
just hear the speakers.
Probably
And
gonna
it's kind of loud, so we'll just
throw
do
it
this.
into manual mode.
Beautiful out there. That's where I was paddleboarding live. I was going to do some paddleboarding footage.
Higher.
And you'll see what happens when I go into manual mode. I get a lot of prop wash. Last time I was here flying, no trouble. The reception kept, you see I have 60 Mbps per second. It kept dropping, and it kicked itself out of manual mode. That happened before. Some people were experiencing this after the latest update.
It does look nice. There's a little boat. I was thinking of
let's
taking
see.
the paddle boards through here, but no. Wow, that is really short enough. Yeah, I was thinking of taking the paddle board through there, but I don't know. Oh, the Mbps per second are pretty good. So it's hard to gauge the depth and perception when over water. Wow, interesting how.
See, I got kicked out. So right about there, I got kicked out of, it says too high or too far, which is normal. If you go too high or I never saw the too far part though. Usually for me, too high would have been, you've seen it happen here in my neighborhood. it would have been like 300 feet. But oh, you know why? Probably because the ceiling, you have a ceiling of 200 feet, I believe, or something like that around here, because of there's an airport nearby. So it just knew. So that's probably why it threw me back into normal mode, right? Because I might have reached the ceiling, which is fine. So I'm back in sport mode. I'll just scrub it a little bit. So here I am back in manual mode, able to pick up some nice, I don't like to fly fast in manual mode anyway, because I like to, I kept it at 47%. 47 degrees. And here I am over here. I was so excited to get new footage. Like, it's a beautiful day at the beach. And I was flying lower, comfortably. I don't have no trouble flying lower in manual mode. The issue is, I'll just turn the sound off. The issue for me is when doing flips in manual. That's where things get a little glitchy. See, the megabytes per second dropped, and I'm not far, only 700 feet away, so it started glitching out. And usually that's never happened on this flight. It could be because before I was on the mound or on a dune, maybe because I wasn't on the dune and I was more in ground, like right over there, see my home point. And then I get my signal back, but then, so this wouldn't have been a beautiful day at the beach video. For intro, but then a couple of times it kicked out. I think right about here, when I do a flip, you get some prop wash. Some people say it's because of the accessories, but I like to do my flips and stuff higher. Some people can do them lower, as low as 10 feet, but for me, I like to maintain. See, I'm going up 50 feet, should be good enough. 60, I think I go a little bit higher, and then right about here, I do a flip, which is fine. Able to recover, and then I was like, I got comfortable, and then I did it again, and then see, it just propulsion system error to be continued. I was like, damn it, my drone in the water. It's so much for the weekend of getting like beautiful drone footage of me and my little paddleboard and whatever. And then I reached out to DJI, and they said don't send it, and that's where I am now. They're like, don't send it because they can't guarantee the refresh experience. And that's why now we're going into the deep dive of the real, not really, I don't say real, this is not real FPV, sort of outside though, not inside, outside, until we can get the Avata back, right? But even if for you, you're lucky, Markabe, because Markabe is abroad. Meaning Markabe is a man, gentleman overseas. Abroad, meaning he lives in another country where DJI is available. Like, you just go to the store and get it. Whereas here, you can get a DJI Neo, sorry. But no Avata, no Care Refresh. And even if a new drone or product does come out, right? With DJI next month or next week, am I gonna get it? I don't know, because what if it glitches out and I need to do Care Refresh? Because I will always buy Care Refresh for any DJI product, but there's no guarantee, right? So there's no guarantee that I can get my Care Refresh. I don't know that I can buy it, but if current Care Refresh isn't being honored, then you're pretty much up the creek, right? So now I don't know what to buy, because I can't even have this drone repaired or replaced, because they're going to replace this. As you can see, it's corroded on the inside, because they're not honoring Care. Whoops, they're not honoring Care Refresh. The screws are not magnetic on this thing, so you just basically have to keep on screwing it until it comes out. So the longer screw is at the bottom, and the shorter screws in the front. Try to remember that, because in this case I don't think I'm putting it. They're probably going to use this for parts. That's strange. It's not coming out. Must be a long screw. Yeah, it is a long screw. Alright. But it doesn't matter, because it's not like they're going to ship it back. let's see. So I just want to see the difference in the screws. This is the bottom. See, that's pretty long. And this is the side. They're both the same to some extent. Yeah, one is a little bit thinner. So the one at the bottom, I'm sorry, the one on the side is longer and thinner. That's over here. I can leave that like that. And leave less like this so we know how they go back on. We'll leave this here though, because, you know, that's that. Got some sand in there, but that doesn't matter. You can always get that out with a little tool or vacuum, but it doesn't matter because it's shot anyway. We'll turn it on. We'll see if it turns on, but see what happens. Actually, nah, it's corroded. I don't want to lose. I already lost one battery, but we sent to them the picture, so they have record of one battery being shot. And so I'm going to get a new battery and the new drone. I would have gone out and bought a drone only. Drone only. I don't need a combo. Maybe if I was teaching somewhere, I'd get the combo, because then I'd be like, I could be share my view, right? Share or teach somebody how to fly. That's where the other set of goggles would come in, but I'm not doing lessons or anything. So it's the bottom one is longer. I know the one on the top is longer but thinner. And then we'll just leave this like that until one day if we get another drone, right? There was a site though, check this out. You guys might get a kick out of this, and these are the original screws. See? Might have to watch the video again because I don't know which screw goes on the top and which one goes on the bottom. But check this out. But they don't have any Avadas. Let's plug this out. Now that my mouse is charged. Yay! I wonder what my percentages. System settings, Bluetooth. 100%. Nice. So I just have to charge the keyboard. But here, check this out. Oh, you couldn't see. Sorry. Here, check it out. System settings, Bluetooth. See? Mouse is at 100%. Keyboard is 48. But we should get a good few more weeks out of that. But I was on the fence with this particular website here. My mouse. New tab. Right, and if we go here, go to bookmarks. All the way, I bookmarked it. Is it this one? Dun, 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 dun. That's weird. Maybe it is. I think it might be this one. Oh yeah, look, check this out. They sell FPVs and drone stuff. You can choose if you want it shipped from China or the Russian Federation. Can you imagine that? So if the US is just, you know, all hard up for anything China, I wonder if they just have it shipped from his buddy in Russia. Avata, but they don't have any Avata 2s. Wait, what is that? Oh, just the Access Flying Kit. New Avata drone accessories. Nah. But that would be cool, right? Just come from Russia. Oh, they have a battery for the Avata 2 if you need one for $149. I just ordered. Oh, they have the tactical light kit. Yeah, so just more accessories and hardcore FPV stuff. But that would be cool. Just, you know, order it and have it come from Russia. From Russia with your mail order bride. $129. So, and they're still, but with shipping, I don't know what shipping would cost, but the likelihood of your stuff being held up in customs if being imported from Russia are very unlikely. And then we can do US dollar. I don't know, but I don't see any Avata 2s. There was another company I reached out to. I didn't know that Drone Nerds had bought out another company, and I believe it was, because I was just looking, and they had it on their website. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll take that. And then I called them up, and it turns out they didn't update their website. Not Roto Riot. I was looking for another battery, but there was another one. I called them over the weekend. Let's see. Anyway, there's another company that the Drone Nerds had bought out, and they're based in Florida. But on their website, they had an Avata 2 for sale, but it wasn't updated. I called them. I was like, hi, I was wondering, because I was about to buy it. Never do that unless you call, because sometimes their companies don't update their inventory on their website, and then you just get out of luck. You'll order it just to find out that they didn't have it, and then you spend like the next week trying to get your refund or pushing them to hurry up and do it. Yeah, so that's that. All right, that's it for that. Go here. I'm just gonna do that there. So we got there. Maybe we'll find a 3D print of the week. Well, let's see where TFR stands. It's only 3 o'clock. It's really early, and we'll see how it goes later. Error. Restricted airspace. Ends in 2 hours. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Oh, but there's another one that starts in an hour. Damn it. So, wow, these guys are really... Alright. Well, it is what it is. So at least we got this off. We'll get another flight in next week, because it's a little bit of a bummer. That's this one here. That's our Avata 2, as you saw, crashed into the water. So, a little bit of a bummer. Hopefully DJI will give me an email or a call. They said we'll reach out to you. And I'm like, but when? They're like, soon. No, it's just but I sent them the video, and they see that it's corroded. If they say, don't worry about it, keep it, and we'll ship you your other one, I'm going to take it apart, because I would love to see how it looks inside. Because it would be kind of cool if it would be possible to do a motor upgrade on this thing. That would be phenomenal. But I can't take it apart because I already showed them this, and they know what it looks like, and they know what they should be expecting back in return. But I am tempted. But I would love to do like I did on the Access flying kit, and change the motors. Like, they really made it hard to not mess around with it. But if you look on the AliExpress website, you can see that they have a frame for this, like a replacement frame. So it was meant to be taken apart, but not by us, by MadTex. Someone just texted me. Let's see what she wants. Hi there, we have a Hi there, we have a bike seat lowering request. Would you be able to help us with this? Let us know if when's convenient any day. Yes, we can help with that. It's one of my neighbors. Hold on, I will text her back. Where's my keyboard? Hello, Emily. Only if we can film it. Only if we can live stream it. And be like, how to lower your bicycle seat. So that's why some of the most mundane videos, you're like, oh, that's so ridiculous, get a lot of views, or enough views, because people don't know how to do some of the most basic stuff, which the possibilities are endless on this channel. Let's text Emily back. Emily, let's tell her to come now. No, come now. Hold on, let's see. And then we're not going to live stream it because I think she's camera shy, but that's okay. Let's see what we have here. Let's reply back. Let's see. Sure, you can come now. I'll be outside washing the car. This car is dirty. It's got bird poop all over. More than happy to help. As long as we can live stream it. Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to show you how to lower your bike seat. I got another one coming out with the grill. I got all the parts for my grill. Now I got to fix it. I wonder what, I can't remember what launched last night when it came to videos. Cinelog20, live Q&A, paddleboarding, how to paddle. Oh, nice. I only got 16 views, but that's fine. It might pick up later. Oh wow, I was going to say my shorts get more views than the regular videos. 1,300 views on the short. Really cool. It's hit or miss with the shorts though. I use Opus Clip for that. I'm just going to go back to the live stream and check it out. Let's see, make sure we're live on 5, 2, 1, 5. And then I'll put my headphones on for the sound check so it doesn't echo. I use Opus Clip for that. I'm just going to go back to the live 5 and check it out. 1, 5. We're live on 5, 2, 1, 5. And then I'll put my headphones on for the sound check so it doesn't echo. I use Opus Clip for that. I'm just going to go back to the live 5 and check it out. 5. Nice. My headphones on for the sound check so it doesn't echo. Nice. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, good. So we got that out of the way, and I think before we end, let's end with some time in our simulator. As long as Emily doesn't come, but she'll text us, right? Because I said come now, but sometimes come now. If no one has any concept of time, she might come at like 5 o'clock or something. Alright, so let's see. Go here. Yeah, before Christmas. Market Bay, I'm jealous now because they won't have any drone ban where Market Bay is during Christmas time. I'll be living vicariously through you. What was it called? 8-Bit Christmas. Alright, so now I'm gonna plug this in. Funny comedy. When they go to that kid's house who has the Nintendo 64 system, that'll be like me going to Market Bay's house. Like, unbelievable. Everyone goes to his house to watch him fly the Nintendo 64. Alright, so now we're just gonna launch here. Go to Steam. Library. Lift off. Hopefully there's no update. I hate when that happens, but I like when it says play, because then we can play. See if I can. Wow, it's hot out too. I was outside. I took the car to the car wash to vacuum it. Like, I wash my own car, but I take it to the car wash because it has a free vacuum cleaner, and I was like, yeah, I still smell a little bit because I was working up a sweat just vacuuming the car. That's okay, I'll shower later. And we still have to find that 3D print of the week. So either today or tomorrow. Ideally today would be optimal because we're still in last week's time. And then once we do it tomorrow or later in the week, then it's 3D. Then we will have missed a week. We might miss a week because I was away, but I will always do a 3D print of the week as long as I'm here. But I just came back. And there's so much stuff I have to do. All right, let's see what we have here. There we go, and away we go. And as you can see, I can fly in manual mode. I just don't know what was happening at the beach. Like, so nothing beats the real world experience, because as you can see, you got interference, you get hold on, this part's harder. Once I get out of here. You get interference, and nothing beats the real-time experience. And as you saw, I was flying comfortably in manual mode. It threw me back into sport mode, or normal mode, whatever it's called, and because I was too high. Right? That doesn't happen in a simulator. It put me back into normal mode because I was too far. So even if you put your time into the simulator to become an amazing pilot, you got to get out and fly. So you know what to do, what not to do, know the area. Because as you saw, I was flying in that area before and had no problem. I'll end this video with that video that was filmed at the beach with no problem, and that's because I was on top of the sand dune. The dune is like a little hill slash mountain pile of sand, which helped put me higher up, so I wasn't in deep in ground in the trench. Because in the trench, flying at the beach, even though there are no buildings, being in the trenches will interfere with your signal and cause your drone to crash. So penetration, right, is a key. Whoops, careful there. Sometimes if you go throttle too fast, your FPV drone will crash and fall from the sky. Even though I'm in the green, I can easily wind up in the red. Looks like I'm in 3rd place, maybe? Yeah, because those two are in the front. Or 4th place? Yeah, 4th. So that's a little bit of a bummer. So, you know, and now I know next time I go to the beach, if DJI sends me a new drone, I know to be on the dune, on the hill, right? I know to not be in the trenches. I know maybe change the signal. Maybe my signal, even though I have the FCC hack, channel 3 is amazing where I am sitting right now, but channel 3 may not be optimal there. And you saw the prop wash that was happening when I was doing the flip. You know, maybe having too many accessories on the drone causes it to behave differently. You know, maybe at the beach where it's sunny, dry, and beautiful, take the whatchamacallit off. Take the I'm just trying to focus here. Take the Kendono prop guards off, because you know you're not. If you crash, it's just gonna land in the sand. And maybe that humidity creates a different experience. But you're always gonna crash in FPV when trying something new. But as you saw, I was doing my normal acrobats, nothing special, and the drone couldn't recover from it. And that's the beauty of the regular FPV drones, like the GepRC, the Pavo Pico, Mobula. They have no trouble recovering from flips, tricks, and turns. It's the Avata 1, Avata 2 that will give you that prop wash and difficulty recovering from any trip, tips and tricks. Why, I don't know, but as you can see, the proof is in the pudding. It speaks for itself. Like when you see me fly you'll see me fly next week the other drones that we built, the regular FPV drones, how they just handle well and recover without a problem. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but devastating too. Whoops, at the same time, because we lost. There's no care refresh. I wonder what my time is now. 4:50. Nah, I didn't beat my time, because my best time is 4:33. That's fine though. I wasn't looking to beat my time. You know, I just wanted to do 3 laps. These guys beat me. Yeah, so it's a bummer, but that's it. Anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? You got to just roll with the punches, and instead of doing what you wanted to do, you do what you can do. And for us, it'll just be more FPV stuff. Maybe I'll become master flying indoors. I don't know. What's this? Oh, my headphones. Well, we'll see. I have to go outside and wash my car because Emily might show up for the bicycle seat repair. We will definitely do a 3D print of the week. Hopefully later on tonight I'll find something, or definitely tomorrow. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. So we're gonna end this with a beautiful day at the beach. Da, 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 da. Wait, where's the video? Don't worry, it's coming. I just want to make sure I have the right transition. Scott Cameron. Alright. And there you go. Enjoy.
I know we're not the same. I'm so tired of playing games.